I think the reason why you'd want to take hydrogen before a flight or any stressful event like this is I think that doesn't completely make sense as hormesis, like exercise or cold or heat. And the reason for that is it is such a small stress, barely registers as stress with an outsized response. So what typical hormetic agents, it's a pretty substantial stress that leads to positive adaptation. Hydrogen leads to substantial positive adaptation with no real risk of any harmful stress. I think it's more of a signal that we're about to be in stress. And if you go back to these hunter-gatherer days, there would have been times where we couldn't hunt and kill food, where we couldn't hunt an animal, and we would have started starving. And what would we have done? We would have shoved as much plant food down our throats as we could to stop starvation. And so instead of 100 to 150 grams of fiber a day, we might have gotten hundreds of grams of fiber a day. We would have made tremendous amounts of hydrogen gas in a short period, which would have been followed by this famine that we may have survived from. And I think our bodies remember the signal that when we take hydrogen, stress is coming. And I think this signal allows us to adapt and start responding to stress before it occurs in a corrective role. And I think that's also why hydrogen activates most of the same stress pathways that fasting and caloric restriction do.